Yes guys, what's going on? It's Ashton here, and the other day while I was playing Mirage in duos, making some really big brain plays, I realised that Apex Legends is a game where anything can happen, and so much crazy stuff happens in every game that you just don't know what to expect when going into your next match. So today I thought I'd bring you 10 Season 5 tips that you hopefully don't already know, because who knows, it could even end up saving your life. Before we get into the video, make sure to smash like and subscribe to the channel for more regular Apex Legends content. Thank you all so much once again for the amazing support you've been giving the channel recently. Of course, people who don't subscribe to the channel will get a visit from... Oh no, they're here. Hello sir, could you spare a minute to talk about the endangered gas barrels? You're supposed to say yes. Hello sir, could you spare a minute to talk about the endangered gas barrels? Now just look at this petrified little gas barrel over here. Are you scared? Every single day, thousands of gas barrels run away from their owner because they are scared and they do not want to be a part of warfare and violence. Please adopt a gas barrel today. Just one subscription to the Simply Ashton YouTube channel will save a gas barrel, and you'll receive an adoption pack including a sticker and certificate of that gas barrel, so you know that it's safe and happy. So subscribe to the Simply Ashton YouTube channel today and save a gas barrel. So with all of the messages from our sponsors out of the way, let's get right into the first tip of the video. So coming in at tip number 1, I'm going to be telling you about the Wattson door trick, which I recently learned myself, and this is huge if you're a Wattson player. So if you put down one of Wattson's pads, I'm not entirely sure what they're supposed to be called, but we're just going to call it a pad. It's this thing on the floor here. And you close the door, and you go on the other side of the door, and you put the other down, you can see that they connect, and this is really helpful if someone is trying to block a door. If you're holding down a building, what you can do is go and put a pad on the outside of each door, and if someone is trying to hold the door, or maybe you're trying to hold the door and someone's trying to break in, you can put down the other half of the fence, and it will shock them and destroy the door at the same time, leaving them completely exposed to you so you can quickly down them. Coming in at tip number 2, we have a Mirage ult trick. Now, a lot of people like to use Mirage's ult to try and escape, like using his old ult where they used to go invisible, and when you use his ult now you go invisible, but only for 1 to 2 seconds. It's really not very long, and it becomes incredibly obvious if you're trying to run away which Mirage you are. So another option you could do when using the Mirage ult is to run around in circles to confuse the opponent where exactly you are, and then stand still and watch them try and work out which one you are. The obvious giveaway for which one is the real Mirage is of course the aim assist, but a lot of players of course won't know this, so you can really bamboozle some people using this tactic. For tip number 3, we're going to everyone's favourite meta character this season, Caustic, and I'm going to be talking about how you can use his gas barrels to escape certain sticky situations. A lot of the time in ranked especially, you're going to be forced into open areas to get into the last circle, and one way you can get around this is by running in with Caustic, sitting somewhere discreet, or even if it has to be out in the open, you're probably going to be okay if you just sit inside one of his barrels. It doesn't make you totally invincible, but it does take away a lot of the damage and makes you a lot harder to hit, because your body isn't actually poking out of the gas barrel all that much. Now of course if you're a bigger character like Gibraltar, your arms and legs are going to be all the way on the outside of it and it's just going to be a terrible time. But if you're a character like Wraith, get the Caustic on your team to throw a gas barrel on you, and you're going to be absolutely safe. Now staying on the subject of rank, tip number 4 is ranked specific, and it is about how you should use the SelfRes when you're in the top 3 and your entire team is down. A lot of people will immediately give up hope when they see their entire team is down in the top 3, but what you should do is be really careful about showing the enemies which one of you has SelfRes. If you're lucky, the other 2 teams will start fighting and you will have a window of opportunity where you can actually pull off the SelfRes. So unless you're going to get thirsted straight away, make sure you don't show the opponents which one of your team has the gold res shield. Even if the last two teams fight and they finish before you can get that res shield off, you will have got second rather than third, so you'll have the extra RP for that. For tip number 5, we're going to be going outside of the world of Apex Legends, talking about how exactly you can find yourself a ranked team. I get this commented on so many of my videos, and I feel your pain, guys. For so much of Season 4, I didn't have my team. Luckily for me, myself and my teammates were friends before Season 4, and we had known each other for a long time, so I was just able to hop in with them when a space became available. But guys, there are tons of looking for group services you can use out there. Of course, there is the one built in to the Xbox, which I've used myself on many occasions, but there are also loads of websites online for looking for group players who really are just looking for a team for Apex, especially ranked. There are so many players who are just solo queuing, and if you use these websites, you might be able to find yourself some new friends and teammates. You've got to make sure you get that right chemistry. It's definitely not going to come on the first try, but hopefully you can find yourself a decent team that you gel with and you can get those wins going, because solo queuing and duo queuing in ranked is just not the way forward, guys. Tip number 6 is going to be for all of you Wraith mains out there, and it is to double back on yourself whilst you're in the phase. Now, this can really confuse a lot of players. As you can see, this Bloodhound here had no idea what I just did, but I doubled back on myself. I made him believe that I was going to go forward, and I doubled back on myself, completely opened up the space and was able to get that kill. And double backing on yourself can even help you to lure people to jump off of high ground. If you phase, you make it look like you're going to run and jump off of some high ground yourself, but you double back on yourself, you can send them flying and you can have the time to heal up. Tip number 7 is of course that there is only allowed to be one simp per game.
This town ain't big enough for the two of us.
Now for tip number 8, this one is going to shock a lot of you, but with Loba, there is a glitch currently with her ability where if you punch her right as her bracelet drops to the floor, you will actually teleport with her. This is not a joke, guys. If you punch her at the correct moment, you will teleport with Loba. So if you can get this timing right in pubs, you could shock a very scared Loba, believe me. Tip number 9 is when you are playing Caustic, don't block the doors with your gas, because sometimes you're going to find your teammates just can't get through and they get stuck on the outside, and like this poor little Gibby here, he just had no chance. This happens a lot in ranked when a Caustic team is trying to hold down the building, but they end up blocking the doors without even telling their teammates. Their teammates go out to start a fight, they try to retreat, and the doors are blocked, they can't get in, they're stuck in the open, and they're killed for it. It's much better to leave the gas traps round to the side of the doors so that if a team does push inside, they're going to be caught in the gas and you're going to have a split second where they're going to be slowed and you can shoot them whilst they're weak. Another thing about leaving gas traps on the doors is while it does block them from being opened, it makes the opposition team incredibly aware that there are gas traps in that building and even less likely to want to push inside. The best gas traps and the most effective gas traps are the ones which catch their enemies by surprise, and by having them dead in the open on top of a door, you're not exactly getting the element of surprise on your side. And the last tip of this video is, of course, do not mess with Gibby, or else he will get his secret PK out of his arm shield and unleash the secret buff that the Respawn devs gave him in Season 5 with his unlimited ammo golden PK out of his arm shield. You do not want this heat, guys. But there we have it, guys, some Apex Legends Season 5 tips for you all. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Again, I just want to talk a little bit about how thankful I am for the amazing support the channel has been receiving lately. It kind of came out of nowhere and everyone has been so supportive, and I'm just so thankful for all of the amazing comments in the comment section down below. You are all highly appreciated, and I definitely read through every single one of your comments, so thank you all once again. This is the part of the video where I ask you guys what you want to see next on the channel. I have a few ideas up my sleeve about what exactly I want to be making, but only 1 or 2 videos, so make sure you let me know in the comments below if you'd rather see some more serious ranked gameplay and tips and tricks videos where I talk about how exactly I am where I am in ranked, as I'm nearly breaking into the top 100 as you can see here, so hopefully we can break into there soon. Let me know what kind of videos you want to see, guys, if you prefer the light-hearted, funny kind of videos like this, or if you'd prefer some more serious tips and tricks videos where I can go into detail about how exactly you can improve as a player, or if you want a mix of both, you know, I can definitely do that as well. Let me know in the comments below what you want to see from me on the channel. But of course with that is the end of today's video. I hope you have enjoyed. Make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel for more regular Apex Legends content. But until next time, guys, it's been your boy Ashton. I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy and goodbye.